Okay, I'm back. Now, I like I said, I was looking for "Twas the Night Before Christmas" for something. It was kind of easy because, like I said, I've been under the weather for the past little bit. And so I found a little printout, and I'll put a link to it, and it's for a little tiny little book. So I printed it out, but I didn't like the cover that was on it. I enlarged it actually it was a little smaller, but I couldn't even work with it. And so I made this little book that is "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," and this is going to my niece, who's a librarian, so I'm sure she'll appreciate the littleness of this book. And inside, and this is cardstock, and then I went around with a marker and marked some lines on it to dress it up a little bit, glued that on there, and then I put the little book together, and I put it together in 2 signatures, and then just put the little candy cane string on it. And so look how tiny these pages are. Let me put up my little finger beside it so you can see. And it did have images with it, and I just put in a little bit bigger of a page just to give it some more pop. It did come with a fold out type thing that you could fold it all together accordion style and put it all together, but I just wanted it to be separate. But isn't this a sweet little book? But it still wasn't what I was looking for. To Katie, love Aunt Nancy. I love Auntie. And then I put this on and covered the string that's covering it, but it just to me spoke to have an old world type look book. And so I'm hoping that's what this does. So I'm hoping she'll be surprised with this. So there's that. But back to the Santa. So that was the first thing. Well, lo and behold, I opened this up, and what is in here but the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." So it kind of helped me put that in here, but just in a different effect. Don't laugh at this picture. This is from back in 1971. And this is the family picture. Of course, this is me, my mom, my brother, and my 2 cousins, Patty Ann and Julie. And what made this extra special was the Santa Claus in here. My grandpa was always one of Santa's helpers. And this is him playing Santa Claus. And so this is a special, that's why it's so special. So I figured that would be a good keepsake for my great niece. And I decided she has a new sister this year. This year. And so I copied another one and printed this out on here. Wrote her a little note, and I figure she can put her Christmas picture in there. And so maybe 50 years from now, she can share hers with one of her granddaughters, great grandnieces, or whoever. But so that was my story. You know, it's nice with the scrapbooking, and you know, it's all about memories and things. And so that's my special memory, and that's kind of why, hi Abby Kate, I wanted to record this so that she'll understand that this was very special to me, because it had some people that I love very much in here. And there's the rest of the book, some more little things, and then that's it. And so hopefully she appreciates little things like this. She's like her mama like that. She loves little things, you know, and so hopefully this will be a good memory for all of them. All right, Nancy, tie a knot this morning. I know I miss my mom and my gramps, but I'll put that back in there. Okay. in there just so it won't get lost. Okay, so how did I do that? First off, when you're creating a journal, you can get packages, which is kind of the easiest way, and thank God there's people that do all these digitals and put all these together. And so they're printed out on a sheet, and then you take the sheet and you fussy cut all the little pieces out. Like this was all one piece of 8.5 by 11, but then I fussy cut out all the little Santas. Well, of course I've cut out a lot more than I need, I think. So there's that. But then you put together little things, and it's all about the little things with these. These are some little paper dolls here, tiny little paper dolls, and these are stamps. And the stamps, they're on a piece of cardstock and put onto another piece, so they're good and sturdy. And then I have gone around and sewed on them so that it just brings you back to a memory. Maybe somebody will say, oh, I remember that stamp. And so that's what all these are, little stamps. And then I showed you how to make these little dangles. And it's just something little. I decided rather than Christmas cards this year, this was going to be my thing. So was little journals. Now quick, let's push that over there. And, you know, how do you make a journal? Well, you can make your own pages, but as many of these as I wanted, I was so glad that there were digital print-offs. And like I said, I'll list these different things to it. But I have gone around on the pieces of paper and I have sewn around the edges. I do it with glue. I got this Craft Bond glue. Still not 100% sold with the glue sticks. I still like my tacky glue to hold things together and my other glues. But I went around and sewed around just because I want it to hold together for a while. And all the pages are paper sewn to paper. And then from here, I'll put little pockets and things so that we can take the ephemera and put it together. And that's what journaling is about. And it's about giving people something to write on, whether it's your memories, maybe who was there with you for Christmas, or maybe you could tuck in some of your pictures that you took. And this year is going to be a strange year. You know, we're all kind of hibernating and staying away from everybody, and so this would maybe be a real good year to do something like this. Now it looks strange because it has this, because the last, that's going to be the cover, the first and last pages, I used a piece of cardstock. I've sewn it all around. Now I just have to trim around the outside, and that will give us our thing. Now I've made a few others. And here are some of the other ones. There's this one, and I've just made them. These papers are so pretty. And I have sewn around the edges. This one I used white thread instead of the black. And I've sewn them all together. I have sewn down the middle, so they are 1, 2, 3, 4 pages so far. And I think there's an envelope. Yep. Yeah, that one don't go in there. And then there is, that one don't go in there. Oh, I was going to put them on here. I think that's what it was. But there's an envelope in here for a little tuck for something else. And so what I've done is taken all these together, sewn each piece individually so that it strengthens them up. Then I have gathered them all together, and I clip top and bottom before I do this to sew them together. I flip them over, and then I sew them down the center line, back stitching, and then that way you have a nice little booklet. Now you can add extra things in here, pop outs, all other kinds of things, and that's what we're going to be working on, is putting these together. So here is these, and here's a couple of them. This one, like I said, they're all just beautiful papers, and I will link. I know this came from Forged Designs, so that's this one. And they're all basically set up the same exact way. When you're making multiples like this, it's the easiest way. And, you know, they've got different envelopes in them, different pages. There's different accumulations of these, but they're all basically the same setup. And now we've got to go through and put all the play pretties in it that make it fun. And so these are the ones that I have been working on. So even though I haven't been on camera because I haven't been able to talk, I've just been so exhausted. And I just couldn't talk. And so these are the ones, and these are what we're going to be working with. These are the ones I have so far. I've gotten about this many already done that are completed, but I did want to do a video with it, and as I'm talking to you, I'm looking around to see what I've done with them, but I put them in a safe place. And you know how that safe place is. So what we're going to do is, now these do not have, these are all just paper. I have not put on the hard cover on these yet. I don't know that I will. I think I'll keep them like this one. This one was going to be another Santa one for a child. So I did want it to have a little extra girth to the cover. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing, is putting all these together. And hopefully you guys will enjoy this. I hope you guys are all healthy and well, and enjoying. We've got pretty good weather here in Florida. It's been a little chilly for us, but nice. And so you guys take care of yourself, love each other. And the next video will be on putting these together. I also have been working on a lot of sewing projects, so I think I will do a separate video showing the things that I have been hand sewing. I've been doing a lot of hand sewing, a lot of recuperation time in hand sewing. So, but yeah, like I said, have a great day and God bless.